Rhythm is the heartbeat of music. It's the foundation of everything, but it's often the part that people find the hardest to master. So in this video, I'm going to break down 4 killer tips that are going to help you play the piano with a much better sense of energy, rhythm, and groove. So one of the most important parts of being able to play with a really great sense of rhythm and groove is to lock into that pulse, okay? So you've got the main beats in a groove, okay, like the 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you've also got the beats within the beats. Let me show you what I mean, right? So I've created this little kind of disco track. It's got quite a cool little feel that I sort of enjoyed putting together. And we're going to use it for every single kind of exercise we're going to cover in this video. Let me just play it to you and I'll show you what I mean by the beats within the beats, okay? So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's divide it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... Let's do it again, let's divide again. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Do you see that? We've got all of those different levels, okay? So the first one, the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your quarter note, your crotchet, whatever terminology you use, right? That's that main one that's going through those 4 main pulse beats. Then you've also got the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's your 8th note, okay, or your quaver. In this kind of style, it's in the hi-hat. And then you've got the 16th note, which is another division again. 16th note is another name for semi-quaver. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Before you do any of the exercises I'm going to show you in this video, download this backing track. The link is in the video description. It's all part of a PDF I've put together with the notation and sheet music for every single step. Download it, it's completely free, and just have a go at counting along with that backing track, because if you get those subdivisions in your head, everything I'm going to show you today is going to be so much easier. So once you've got that subdivision really clear, the next step is to try and play a chord sequence through where you hit every chord bang on the beat. Now this is actually much harder than it looks, okay? It's one of those things that sounds really easy. Are you actually hitting it bang on the beat, okay? Straight on beat 1, super precise, what we call in the pocket, right? I'm going to take you through this. I've come up with a little chord sequence, right, that we're going to do for this, okay? I've actually realized while I was practicing this earlier, I've actually, again, rewritten / stolen the chords from another song. I'll tell you what it is a little bit later, but see if you can work out as we're going through. So the first chord here is an F major 9. I've just got an F in my left hand and then an A minor 7 shape in my right hand, okay? When you put that together, A minor 7 and F, you get F major 9. Don't worry too much about the chords here, okay? We're focusing on the rhythm today. Just kind of learn these by rote. There's our first chord. Then we go to E minor 7 and then A minor 7. Okay, so those 3 moves, F major 9, E minor 7, A minor 7. We do that 3 times, don't know why I did 2 fingers there, 3 times, and then we go to a B flat over C. And as we're going through this sequence, we're really focusing on hitting every chord bang on the beat. Let's give it a go with that backing track. You're just really focusing there on hitting every note bang on that beat 1, okay? Mistakes that I often see people make when they're doing this kind of thing, they're often tapping their foot while they're doing it, which is absolutely fine. I tap my foot all my time, and sometimes I actually stamp my foot. But anyway, you want to make sure if you are tapping your foot, that your foot is actually tapping in time with the music. So often when I watch piano players play who are just kind of starting out with this stuff, their foot will be going at a completely different tempo to the music, which means you've got the kind of tempo of the track, the tempo of their foot, and then the tempo of what they're playing. They've got like 3 different tempos going on. You have to make sure it's all locked in. One way to actually check whether your foot is beating in time is to record yourself. Set up a little camera in the corner of your room, play along with the track, and just watch your foot. Is it actually hitting beat 1 with that kick drum? Do try that out, because you might be a little bit surprised. Now, once you've mastered playing everything bang on the beat, the next step is to do what we call a push, which is where you bring some of the chords a little bit earlier on one of the subdivisions. Okay, now I'm going to talk you through how we're going to do this in this sequence. Some of the chords we're going to carry on playing on the beat, but we're going to push two of the chords in the sequence. Okay, we're going to push the E minor 7 and the A minor 7. The first push is on the and of 4 into the E minor 7. Now, and of 4 is a really common place to put a push, okay? It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, push. 2, 3, 4, push. See that? That's where it comes. I'll show you how it works in this sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, push, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, push, push. See that? It's hard. You really have to hear that subdivision. Let's give it a go with the tracks. You can follow along. By the way, the B flat over C at the end of the sequence, we're just going to play on the beat as well. So we're only actually pushing all of the minor 7 chords. Okay, let's give it a go. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, push, push. I often think of a push as a way of giving the music a bit of a kick. It propels it forward, right? And songwriters do this all the time to give their music kind of interesting rhythmic patterns. So let me think of an example. Something like Elton John, I'm Still Standing. Great tune, this. Did you notice all those chords in his right hand, they're pushed? We're now going to have a go at doing that approach with our sequence, where our left hand is playing only on the beat and our right hand is pushing some of the chords. There's going to be times where our hands are doing different things, okay? It begins to get a little bit more complicated, but this is kind of where the good stuff lies, right? Check it out. So our left hand is going to be doing this. Did you spot that? I walked down to that F again. Rather than playing 2 A's on the A minor 7, I'm just doing a little walk down where we go A, G, F. Do you see that? Yeah? I'll play it again. So that's our left hand part, right? And in our right hand, we're going to do the same pushed rhythms. So we're pushing any minor 7 chord and playing the rest of the chords on the beat. I'll show you slowly what this looks like, okay? So our right hand is pushing, push, push. See that? And on the beat. It's much harder than it looks, okay? We're really having to separate our kind of, what we're hearing. We're almost having to hear two separate things, okay? We're hearing that, the quarter note, and then we're also having to hear the, and our hands are having to kind of play with both of them, okay? So often when people start out, everything goes down at the same point, okay? And as soon as you can begin to break away from that, you can begin to create some really interesting rhythms, textures, and all of that cool stuff that kind of makes the music flow so much more. I'm going to have a quick go at doing this with the tracks. So you can see it in practice. Have you worked out what the track is yet? If you haven't, it's a complete rip-off, I'm sorry. It goes, do you remember the 21st night of September? Straight the exact chords. I don't know the words. While chasing the clouds away. I even nicked the last chord as well. Oh, dear me, I've got to get my own ideas. So the next step is to play a syncopated rhythm through the whole sequence, right? And our rhythm's going to include some pushes, but it's also going to delve into that 16th note subdivision. This is the rhythm we're going to play. We're going to do that through the whole sequence, right? Check it out. Now have a go at saying that. I know that sounds absolutely mad, but it's really going to help because what it's doing, it's locking the rhythm in. If you can sing something, okay, it means it's kind of in your musical ear. And then when you come to play it at the piano, you're just trying to recreate the music that you're already hearing. Does that make sense? Okay, it's not something that you only store in your hands. You're trying to store this rhythm in your ear. Then have a go at playing it whilst you're saying the rhythm. Da-ga-da-ga-ga. 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 Now what we're actually going to do to make this sound a bit cooler is add in another chord. If you remember when we were doing it on our left hand only, we went... We added in that G walk down, didn't we? We're going to add in a G chord in our right hand. Check this out. There. Do you see it? Sort of leads us into that next chord. It's just a way we can kind of take this to the next level. Check it out one more time. 2, 3, 4. So we play that 3 times, right? And then we go to the B flat over C and we do the same rhythm again. What song's that? Oh, I'm every woman. Is it that song? I don't know. Might be, I don't know. Let's give this a go at playing it with the track. One more little thing just before we do it with that track. Check this out. I'm gonna just add a little skip note in my left hand. Now this is, I wouldn't recommend doing this until you've got that syncopated pattern down, but just check it out. You spot that? I did a little C here in my left hand, just there, a little ghost note, which means you kind of half play the note. You don't play it fully, it's there, but it's a lower volume. It's not one of the main notes. Check it out. See that? I'm gonna do that every time I get to the F major 7. Let's try it with the track. Idea, right? I'm going to keep the track going. What we're going to do, let's go through every single approach we've looked at in this video, right? I'm going to begin by playing everything on the beat, okay? Right back at the beginning of the video, hit everything bang on beat 1, super in the pocket. Let's give it a go. On the beat. Okay, now we're gonna push the minor 7s. Here we go. 3, push, push. Creates a different feel, doesn't it? Push, push, push. Okay, now let's do that syncopated pattern. Here we go. Everything I've shown you today, I play all the time, okay? They're concepts, things like pushes, little syncopated rhythms. They're ideas that you can take from this sequence and from what I've shown you and put them into your own songs, your own chord sequences, other covers of songs you're playing. I want to make you a master of your own destiny, right? I want you to find a way that you can play the songs you want to play and use all these little techniques to make it sound really, really great. That's what I'm trying to do here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to grab that free PDF lesson book. It's got everything you need. The link is in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ding the bell. It really, really helps us out and also means that you get notified whenever we release a new video. Talking of which, if you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love this one up here where I break down my ultimate guide to rhythm patterns. Go give that video a click and I'll see you over there.